Yo, what up, everybody? In this episode, Erwin and I take a dive on current pop culture and potentially future trends. We talk about Lil Nas X controversy with Nike, the Chillhop Girl, how each streaming service provider is now having their own universes to tell stories off of, and a surprise topic on the future of street fashion and where it could potentially go. To add some corrections, in the episode, I say Dash Rendar's ship is the outsider. It's actually the outrider. I was drunk, so please forgive me. And another mistake I made was Amazon's series. I don't know why I said the marvelous Mrs. Marvel. It's Mizell. I just again drunk. So yeah, enjoy the episode. Peace.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Difficult to Please podcast, episode 34.
34.
Whew. It feels like it's been a minute, but I don't know. When you're in quarantine, I don't fucking know time. So
Hey, don't worry, we're gonna be out on Independence Day. We're gonna get an independence with the COVID vaccine. That's what's up, everybody.
I'm like,
what I'm talking about right
I'm so
now.
psyched, man. Like I said on the last one, fucking mask-free summer. Let's go.
Mask-free summer, hot girl summer fast. I mean, not to call like the college kids right now, but they're all having their mask-free like spring break right now, spreading the COVID. You know what I'm saying?
I did book a vaccine appointment here in Oregon. So part one, the part one and two.
Johnson and Johnson one.
I don't think it's available. I don't think their supplies are making it to Oregon, so it's only Moderna or the Pfizer joints.
That's true because like Johnson got some problems right now with their manufacturing, and also they had some like weird shutdowns because of some weird infections going on. So I'm pretty sure it's just minor. It's like 1% of like 1/10 cases. So basically, it's like adverse reaction kind of thing, and it's just kind of like, well, you kind of have that. You could kind of expect that with like vaccines. It's just like, just because you test 1,000 people doesn't mean you're testing like millions of people. So someone's gonna get reactions to it. Like my guess is because it's a one and done. It's just a really buff vaccine for people to take it on. You know, it's like
I mean, that's what you want to think. That's like the optimist.
That's
an optimist.
in me. Yeah, that's the optimist in me. So I still think it's good. I mean, we don't have the AstraZeneca vaccine yet, right? So I mean,
fuck no. Moderna or Pfizer. I mean, if I get a Johnson and Johnson, I wouldn't mind it either. But at this point, I'll take one of two. I'll take it.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fair. More important thing is what we're saying is get your vaccine.
Get your vaccines, guys.
Vaccine, guys.
Jesus Cristo. So shit, man, it feels like it has been like over a month. I know we do this podcast on like a monthly basis, but it feels like longer. I feel like there's a lot of things going on in the world that happened. Also, rest in peace to DMX. We were recording on Friday, the 9th of April. Rest in peace, DMX.
Yeah. Right? Or
yeah, I mean, he went in to the ER like a couple of days ago for OD, and then
but before that, he just got off didn't he get off like a life support from like, was it COVID or something else? Like, I know he was already in a hospital for something.
He was in the hospital within the last 6 months, and then he went back in. Shit, I don't want to say for sure, but I think he did
suspected OD. Yeah, it was allegedly it was OD.
And then he was on life support for the last few days, and he's no longer with us. So rest in peace, DMX, Rough Riders, and Anthem.
Where my dog's at?
Fuck, man, it's so weird. I didn't realize that he was 50, and I'm like, man, like, that's really. I could have sworn he was younger, like, like 50.
But that's still young. 50 is still young.
For real, for somebody who's been OD'd, he's been like, dealing with his, drug abuse problems for more than 20 some odd years, man. Like,
so
fighting your demons, man. So yeah, rest in peace, DMX.
Exactly, rest in peace, man. Where my dogs at? Where my dogs at?
I will say one thing before we move on about DMX is like I saw a post earlier today how um at least DMX can hang out with Aaliyah again. I was like, oh shit. Oh, I was like, damn, Romeo must die. Ooh. I felt that. I was like, oh shit.
You're gonna go with like Big Air Pocky. Go with Aaliyah. We miss you.
Oh man, no, Romeo Must Die was that was a great movie.
Yeah, my favorite's gonna be it's not called Annie.
Belly.
No. Fuck, what is it? God damn, I can't. I'm forgetting the song now. It's like Party Up, Party.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I think it's Party Up.
I don't know.
I think it's the name of the song.
DMX's clean mixes, like his clean radio mixes, were so funny to me. I don't know why. Like, suck my woo.
Oh yeah. The censors. Yeah, I hear you.
So good because it's not like bleeping. Like he's censored himself. It's so great. So I mean, rest in peace once again. Rest in peace.
This podcast is going to be a little more culture based. So
yeah, we're going back to the shit that we're good
at. Trying to get on our Gary V again, just drilling deep on our one thing that we're really good at talking about.
And random cultural news. Which, you know, for like the past year was Corona and like other cultures affected.
I'm so glad to not talk about coronavirus.
I know. I mean, we're already heading toward its end. San Diego just opened up to its orange. It's I don't know. It's like the zone lesser, but so we're doing pretty okay. And then Newsom and like Biden think about planning up like a full opening soon. So, you know, summertime's gonna look really good.
Yo, summertime is gonna be lit. It's going to be like fuck, man. Anyway, I know we talk about COVID all the time on this podcast, but
when you moved, so I'm curious. So when you moved up to Oregon, was it was like just before COVID hit, right? It was like 2019.
No, it was like the year before.
So you went in 2019.
Summer 2019.
Okay, so you had at least one summer.
Yeah, and then we had like COVID summer last year, which was kind of fucked because I'm like, oh, it was going to be like the first like full summer in Portland and Northwest, having all like the time of my life and shit. But now fucking we're just inside the whole summer. Now this time I'm like, it's gonna be different. It's gonna hit different.
Different. What's up?
Other culture news and Lil Nas X versus Nike. Oh, you hear that? Speaking of Oregon.
Speaking of Oregon.
Speaking of Oregon and Nike.
Where do I begin? Pick who should I start with, Nike or?
It doesn't matter, man.
Okay, I'm gonna start with Nike.
And so that's what happened.
Nike's gonna win this. I mean, okay, so from like Lil Nas X's perspective, or like on his side, I'm not on his side. I don't think they're gonna win this. I don't think any creative commerce is gonna win this. With Lil Nas X and the agency he was teaming up with for this one. That's just because because it's not a real Nike collaboration. That's why I don't think it's gonna work. And like, there's so many interesting things about this, and I feel like Lil Nas X, I don't think is like a great role model, but he's the easiest target for people because he's a minority, he's gay, and he does satanic shit, and it's just like something super interesting for super conservative people to go after. And I'm like, ooh, you just like it's like I don't see like any positive outcome coming out of this. You know what I mean? Like it sucks. It sucks that it happened to him. Like, I understand creative expression. I'm like, you know, whatever. Like, we've done satanic shit before, but like, it's just layers on layers on layers of like, for Lil Nas X to be an easy punching bag for people. You know what I mean? Like,
I get it.
And it sucks. Like, it's like, that's like the worst combination of like what could happen to him. I mean, he's a one-hit wonder. He had like one controversial song, and It's just like, damn, that sucks for you. I mean,
I don't know if he's a one-hit wonder though. Like
is he?
it's so different now. I mean, it's in terms of like plays because he's still like he's still relevant and
Yeah, he's still relevant, I guess. Yeah.
he still charts on Spotify. So I mean, it's not like Milli Vanilli or or the guy who did "This Is Why I'm Hot." you know.
Or Soulja Boy.
No, but I think when it comes to Lil Nas X, it's one of those really uphill battles for him in the company that he was or collab what I don't know what the artist or whoever Mischief is.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with how they do like custom Nikes and all that, but I'll say like there is there's a chance that this does they win or get to a part where the judges like they'll take in consideration of like how because they bought the shoe themselves and then they did the customizations. Nike didn't have any part of anything besides the shoes that they sold, quote unquote, to them.
Right, but isn't that okay? So on my side, if I was defending Nike, my thing is like you buy it for your own use, you don't use it for resale value, kind of thing. I mean, people do it all the time.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna claim like Lil Nas X is basically claiming like, oh, this is my shoe, but if he's like saying like, this is my collaboration with Nike, that's not true. This is my, but then like at the same time he's using Nike shoes, so that's like a weird property right that Nike never like cleared with Lil Nas X and a design agency. You know what I mean? Like you can own the shoe, you could burn the shoe, you could do whatever you want to the shoe, as long as it's yours. But the moment like you could draw on it, whatever. But I think the moment you start drawing on it, that's when it kind of and like start selling like at that mass quantity. That's when things kind of get a little bit tricky.
Yeah, I mean the thing I think about and I know we talk about this on our Discord all the time is like, or not all the time, but during like the topics that we talked about is that because like this weird thing I remember watching for like the Blockbuster documentary, how Blockbuster just during the days of early like video rental, how like the movie studios fought to have copyright of of their VHSs and shit.
Right.
And they claimed that they were going to lose their money because of the VHSs being available to rent. That's why VHSs were like $100 or whatever. The thing is like the argument says like, well, once you sell the thing, it's like you give up your copyright in a sense. Like it's no longer yours in a sense. So do whatever. It's like you have the right to do whatever the fuck you want because you already once you sell the product as a consumer thing, you're like, oh, it's out of my hands. Well, then that's why I'm like,
tricky.
It could go. Really it does get tricky because obviously this is not a legal podcast. This is just two dudes talking culture and everything. Because I mean, like the judge ruled in favor of Nike. Like there's a fucking like, restraining order, but it's not a full like recall on the people who bought the customs. So
right. And you can't do anything about that. But like in Nike's case, it's like, well, these people profited from like a shoe we never like said like it's okay to do a collab on kind of thing. So I mean that's my view on it. I respect like artistic creation out of it. And like,
yeah, bro. Isn't one of your drawings back there a fucking demon back there? Which one's the demon?
I don't have a demon. What are you talking about?
No. Okay. Or
yeah, no, none of them are demons. It's just girls wearing like Nikes and shit. Yeah, it's just girls wearing like guitars and Nikes. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. I respect Nike. Well, that's what's up, man.
Nike doesn't pay any of us.
Nike does not pay any of us. But whatever. I mean, If we start working for Nike, we'll add some disclaimers. But yeah, as
We'll-
of right now, none of us work
We're
for
gonna
Nike.
we'll retro.
Retro it. But you know, like just some final thoughts on this one. I respect Lil Nas X's creative vision. I mean, whatever you do, you. It's sick. You don't have to have everyone agree with you, but don't let the fucking like hater like don't let the hardcore Christian people like tear him down and trying to be like, oh, they're trying to promote Satanism. It's kind of like, okay, you didn't say this was like Slipknot and like death metal back then. Like, all right, whatever. Like,
I feel like they did. Like the Westboro Baptist Church, the one that always protests something. Like they would protest like Comic-Con type shit.
Oh god, I wanted
to those like the same people,
that's
right?
True, yeah. Even at AX they do that too. It's like Jesus your Lord and Savior. And like you're all gonna go to hell unless you find Jesus.
Cool, dude.
Like, we're just
those people are the worst, man. Those people are the fucking worst.
Yeah, so it's like just you gotta respect the creative like vision, and like people do Satanism like kind of like all the time, and it's just like it's not new for America. You know what I mean? It's
no, I feel you.
We just deal with.
I feel you.
And like at the very end of the day, it's not hurting in the entire society. And so we all just gonna brush it off, and we're gonna move on to the next thing. What's the next thing, Erwin?
I'm not master of the rundown. I mean, I guess I'm a master of the rundown tonight. We got.
Yeah, I can't think tonight. Go for it.
Okay, got me.
I'm a little faded. Let's go.
Did you record an animated before this?
I did not. I should do that.
We got so Lo-Fi Girl officially rebranded from Chilled Cal to Lo-Fi Girl.
So this one's interesting to me. This one's really interesting to me because yeah, like you and I remember it as Chilled Cow.
Yep.
And I think it was when the vinyl came out. It was when I started like paying attention to Lo-Fi Girl. And it was funny because I was reading an article how like Lo-Fi Girl became the symbol of the pandemic. I'm like, what? How is this possible?
No.
Because
what the fuck was that, off The Verge or some shit?
Wait, Lo-Fi Girl was like, I don't care what's happening in the world. I'm still studying. I'm still getting my shit done. And I was like, and for me, I was like, it's a fucking animated GIF. What are you talking about? She's still getting shit done. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Whatever. So, I like the Chilled Cowl like icon. That was like sick to me. But fucking, oh my god, whatever.
I mean, it makes sense, dude. It makes sense. Like. It's like
it wasn't a cow video, so yeah, sure.
Yeah, dude, there was nothing about it being a cow. I was like, I don't get it. Like, there was obviously a fucking disconnect. I'm like,
sure, it's a good rebranding strategy, but don't say that. Lo-Fi Girl was a symbol of the pandemic because she was getting her shit done during the pandemic. People were fucking starving. People.
Well, I mean, like there was spin-offs of like the genre of like live stream. Lo-fi beats and shit. I mean, it's not.
Sure, there's a million channels of lo-fi.
Yeah, right. There's the Fox one, and
there's
another one.
Jazz Hop Cafe. There's plenty of them. Yeah, the Raccoon one is like pretty dope too.
Yeah,
I subscribe to like all three of them.
But dope. I mean, Chillhop has obviously like blown up. The last few years, probably since like around the same time of like we started this podcast, like it blew up more. So, Lo-Fi Girl. I think that GIF was like the iconic shit that kind of like started for the entire kind of genre. Like that was like
it was funny,
the thing that you can identify what the fuck.
Yeah,
Lo-Fi is.
What was pretty dope is like I read that was actually customized. It was based off a Miyazaki character.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I thought that was pretty dope. It was a commission job of a 30 frame kind of thing, and that's pretty dope. That's sick.
That's what I want to do for this shit, man.
I know. We need to find an animator. That's the thing. That
Yeah.
shit's hard. That's a lot harder than I
I was
thought.
like, I'm not gonna do it. You're not gonna do it.
I mean, I would do it. It's just gonna take a lot of time to do it.
No, man. This is pay someone to do it.
We'll play.
I'm at the point where like, this is like, you can cut this or whatever. But I think when it comes to difficult to please, it's like, okay, like we should. I think we're at a point where we need to start investing more into the fucking whatever we can, like financially, not like a budget of like a cap and shit, but it's like we should have a floor. I know we have our website and the other shit, and like we pay for our equipment, but I'm like, we should probably build an audience, have a better audience, bigger audience, and like, I don't know, man. Like I know I work a lot. I work hard. You work hard, and it's like, I know we can do more, but we're not on our Gary Vee shit. We don't have all the fucking time in the world. We still got fucking 9 to 5s, dude.
That is true. We also have we're not really good at marketing. I need to get better at marketing actually, but yeah. TikTok and shit. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying too, man. 2021. I know we always said that 2022, but this is gonna be difficult to please this year. Let's fucking get it.
It's gonna be different.
It'd be different. 2021 different. Now, but that besides that, shout out to you all who've listened to us, like the 10 people, our day ones, all 10 of y'all. Appreciate you.
Lo-fi girl.
Lo-fi girl.
Not the symbol of a pandemic, but she is always taking notes all the fucking time. About what? Who knows? Maybe it's about some Gary Vee stuff. Maybe it's about some Adam Grant stuff. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe she's writing. I fucking hate this shit.
All right. Next, moving on. We got you want to talk the streaming universes or video game releases?
Let's talk about video game releases first. You're not really good at transitions. That's why I was always
man,
in charge of this
shit. I told you, man. This is like a fucking rundown. I'm like, you put this in front of me. I'm like, bruh, like this. What we got?
I was like better at this transition.
Oh yeah, you are, man. I'm just like, yo, this is what's next. Okay. Talk about it.
Okay. But I say again, video game releases.
Video game releases.
Yo, what's so crazy about video gaming the last 2 years is that it's evolved so fast, so far and so fast. You know what I mean?
Yeah, remember how you were so hype on Cyberpunk and then they fucking
dude, it? I didn't even play Cyberpunk once. I bought the game and I returned it like 2 days later. I was just like, I'm not feeling this. And then like there's other games I'm more excited about. But yeah, gaming was just super weird the last 2 years because it's like super polarizing. It's either like it was either really good or like really terrible. But right now it's on a good one. There's so many like good random games right now. It doesn't have to necessarily be like AAA games, but they're all like fun games. At least like during the pandemic, everyone was kind of gaming a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, what? Like we had Apex, we had Valorant, we had
Animal Crossing was fucking lit.
Animal Crossing was like the most littiest game ever. Like right now, there's like Harvest Moon, rebranded as like Story Seasons. The new Nier is coming out. Which is really good.
Pokemon Snap at the end of the month.
Yo, Pokemon Snap is coming back. The new Pokemon like open world game is coming back. There's gonna be like a new Pokemon that's in feudal Japan, and it's like kind of like an open world, not really open world kind of thing, but yeah. A bunch of horror games are out there. That's like super fun.
Is Resident Evil Village coming out this year or next year?
Either late this year or early next year. But even then, like the horror genre has like been really interesting, especially if you look at Steam. There's games like Visage. There's games like.
Dude, the horror games are fucking
like Japanese horror games
they're
too.
So good. I can't even watch the trailers, man. That shit's fucking scary as fuck.
Phasmophobia was like all the talk back then, and then like now that we're gonna start including like VR gaming into it with like Half-Life Axis. Can you imagine playing Phasmophobia? Like the game's okay, it's kind of janky, but imagine on VR. That's kind of like insane.
Nah, dude. Nah, yeah, man. Horror, survival horror, anything on VR. Oh, that's dude. I can't. I'm not gonna sleep, bro.
Uh-huh. Right now,
Just
it's all
even
about
watching Raison play some of that shit. I'm like, bro, this is kind of creepy, but I can't do this. It's not good though.
where Raison plays horror games.
I forgot the last time I was at his house in Seattle. I forgot what he was playing. But
Oh, okay.
it was a while ago.
Yeah, and like right now, the new Monster Hunter is like the biggest game right now. That everyone's kind of playing that.
Oh yeah, I'm on Monster Hunter too. It's sick.
Monster Hunter Rise.
Yeah, it's sick.
Oh shit. Okay. Wow, you're playing it. I'm not even playing it, but goddamn, you're playing it.
Cast gamer. I'm a cast gamer, guys.
You know, that's actually interesting. I'm playing the new Harvest Moon right now, branded as a Season of Stories, and yeah, I'm naming my cow. Yeah.
Chilled cow.
I just have chilled cow. Oh, damn, I should name it chilled cow. I just have a bunch of like manufacturing machines lined up. Something satisfying about making automated systems in games is like so good to me.
That sounds like some like real life shit, man. This system tests. It's the fuck kind of shit is that?
I don't know. Like I've been into Minecraft lately because it's so relaxing for me. I'll build a statue, and inside the statue there'll be like cows getting murdered and murked, and like it gets feed into a system where I just pick up the materials. I'm just like, sick. I have food for today.
Did they remake Roller Coaster Tycoon? That was like my shit.
There is a new variety of that game where you build roller coasters, but it will tell you if people get like there's like different measurements of it. People will tell you if the ride's too fast, too long, too short, and if people get nauseated too fat or something like that. So you have to balance all those factors out and making a fun roller coaster that doesn't get people to throw up.
No, those are like my favorite, like the roller coasters that would like make people throw up. That's my shit. Or like the launch ones where they would die. Like that was fun, dude. It's
you wouldn't
fun.
sell that. That's just no one's gonna. You're not gonna make a business out of that.
Imagine going to Six Flags, bro, and
what, you die? That's fucked up, dude. Kind of fucked up. Why would you do that?
Oh, shit.
Why would you?
I realized
we're gonna go Superman ride, but there's like no stop at the top. Like, okay, why?
Exactly. That shit was. That's why.
The fuck's wrong with you?
This shit's fun, dude. That's why, like, when you get to a point, like, it's just like Sim City, man. Like, yo, it gets boring when you just try to build the city, and then you're like, okay,
you're
it's
like, I'm gonna send some aliens now.
Next? Get that tornado, bro.
Give him that tornado. Give him that alien that's just gonna beam people up.
Exactly. Same thing. It's like, okay, I'm gonna build out this theme park because everything's running smoothly. Okay, let me just do the launching one and just kill some people. That's pretty dope.
I guess. Are you playing any FPSs right now?
I'm just playing Warzone and just Call of Duty stuff.
You don't have a gaming PC, or you don't have like you don't do gaming, PC gaming, right?
No,
because like I've been seeing like Apex is it's coming back.
Was there a reason did they release a new map or?
I don't know. Maybe a lot more people are giving like Apex another try, but yeah, I've been seeing a lot of like Apex gaming lately. And by lately, I've been saying like these are from my VTubers.
Oh boy, here we go in the VTubers again.
That's for the other podcast, but okay.
That's like 3 podcasts in a row. You mentioned VTubers.
They're part of my culture now.
Oh boy.
But what's crazy is that, okay, so if we're gonna jump into like random like Western VTuber news for a minute.
Go ahead.
VTubers on Twitch, American VTubers on Twitch really blew up. There's like a whole like arsenal of them now. Like ridiculous amount. Code Miko being the most popular one. And then Nyanners and her group being the second most popular one. And if you don't know who Nyanners is, it's like she just did some like random YouTube like rap parody shit back then, and then like somehow she became a VTuber, and it's just like following her life kind of thing as a VTuber. It's just been really interesting because you kind of find out more about who she is and like random stuff like that, and it's kind of like, oh, interesting. Like I would never like I would have not known it about her when she's talking about like Big Brother's coming on her in like parody rap videos. Yeah, no. It's a long topic, but whatever. What I'm saying is,
What the fuck?
long story for another day. Don't worry.
Oh boy.
I'll save that for another day. The internet is vast, okay? And I'm just in that section of it. But yeah, so video game culture, like, wrap up this part. Video game culture is like, it's getting bigger. It's just, it's not gonna stop. It's really not gonna stop. And it's just, even if we all start going outside, like, people are gonna keep gaming. That's just what people do now.
Yeah, I mean, like, I guess my final piece about gaming is like, there's a lot more people into like the casual gaming, and there's a lot more people like also getting into like buying their like gaming rig PCs.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, like, it's the things are changing. And
we need more semiconductors. So there's PS5s, yeah.
I know, and yeah, and I think that's also the reason why they stopped sales on MacBooks too. I saw that from Apple.
Yeah, it's really interesting, but yeah, you know, world economy.
Yes, that's what I have. I'm fucking terrible at this. You can cut this if you want.
So
what else you got?
So other than like the world economy, another thing that's actually expanding like pretty worldwide is like each streaming. Like, do you realize lately that each streaming platform is now developing their own, I guess, world. Yeah, let's say that they're all developing their own world. Like Disney is just way too far out there.
Damn, Disney is OP right now.
Yeah, they have Mickey Mouse Disney World, the classic Disney World.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do you want to call it the Wreck-It Ralph world kind of thing? Because all the Disney princesses were in Wreck-It Ralph too.
Well, like, I mean, yeah, it's like the same.
Sure. And then they also have the Star Wars universe and they have the MCU now. And it's just like,
it's OP.
It's everyone's having their own universe. And then like you were telling me earlier, HBO is developing the Game of Thrones universe, which has, I think they're going to have 2 or 3 new series. I know one of them is going to be a prequel.
The prequel, yeah.
I remember one of them was about a side character, but I think it was mainly about the prequel. But yeah, so like they're developing the Game of Thrones universe. I mean, other than like HBO's they might, like you said, they're gonna start doing a DC universe.
Yeah,
which they need a better handle of the DC universe because they gotta stop getting new Batmans every fucking 5 years. They need to pick one Batman to stick with, like how like.
Well, even how like it took them a long time to stick with one Superman, dude. Like how many fucking Supermans were there?
No.
Like there was like, look, if you think about like all the movies and shit like that, before it got to Henry Cavill, like how many fucking other Supermans were there?
Like he started with Man of Steel, right?
But that wasn't. I don't think that was Henry Cavill, was it?
I thought Man of Steel was like the new reboot series. Oh, okay. We'll look it up.
Like Superman Returns and shit back in the day. Is that not?
No.
Is that also?
Superman Returns is a different guy, right?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. They fucking changed. Like they couldn't find a consistent Superman until it was Henry Cavill.
I mean, they got Gal Gadot, so.
Gal Gadot, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Gal Gadot, yeah. She's great. And like with the new Justice League, introduced like the Flash and God, what was his name? Half android or cyborg.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, like
not John Jones.
Everyone keeps focusing on Batman. Like, I'm sorry, like you can't replicate Batman right now. It's way too many of them. You gotta pick one. Robert Downey Jr. it for a while, and
no, because that's the thing though. Like,
you can't
like
find
after the Christopher Nolan series, bro.
Yeah, like so why not have fucking Joseph? What's his name again? Joseph Gordon.
Dude, Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
God damn it.
And then like, I mean, Christian Bale. I mean,
They should
whatever.
have Joseph though, because he's like in the end. Okay, whatever spoilers, but at the end of like Dark Knight Rises, like yeah, it's
Yeah.
implied he becomes the new Batman. Like have him take over. I don't know why you have fucking dude from Twilight on it. Just pick your characters, stick with them, have them have a 10-year deal. Again, they did it with the MCU. I'm pretty sure you could do it with DC. DC has
They
so
could,
much good
but the
content.
thing is, they're not doing it. They're not
They're
doing it.
not committing to it. They only want
Just
to,
like how it took them a long time, also with Sony, and they switched how many fucking Spider-Mans? Like how many fucking Spider-Mans, bro?
because they're just not good. That's why Disney's so fucking good at it. Disney's just fucking great
Because
at
like, okay,
creating
are you,
content.
okay, before, shit, what's the name of the actor of the current Spider-Man?
Tom Holland,
Tom Holland. It was
great actor. Yeah.
Andrew Garfield was one of them, and then what's the other one?
Um, the original Peter Parker was Tobey Maguire.
Not Toby, but then wasn't there another one between Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield?
Nope, that's it. Those three.
Oh,
Which will be very interesting if you're keeping up with the MCU. There are rumors that Tobey Maguire and Andrew something is going to be in the next Spider-Man movie.
in like the whole multiverse.
It's going to be a multiverse. Yeah, supposedly it's a multiverse thing, because that's MCU's new route, is the multiverse kind of thing.
Which makes sense, because I'm in the comics. Not to be all nerdy about that, yeah, but
Yeah.
like in the comics, that all the Earths and shit.
Like I'm very caught up with the MCU right now. Like I'm watching like Winter Soldier, Captain and Winter Soldier, and I've watched WandaVision. And if you've seen WandaVision, they do a really interesting cameo, which is, I guess I'm spoiling it. Whatever, I'm gonna spoil it. With the Quicksilver, who's supposed to be Wanda's brother from X-Men. He appears up as the Quicksilver in the MCU. I don't know if you've seen WandaVision, but
I have.
You have. So you've seen an episode when like Wanda's brother comes back, but it's the Peter from the X-Men movies.
Yeah, from
so
from
for me,
X-Men.
I'm just like, you know what I mean? When I saw that, I was like, it's gonna happen. Deadpool's coming, guys. But yeah, no, like the MCU has so much stuff lined up. They have like how many more series coming up? They have the movies coming up. They have Black Widow coming up. They have fucking the Guardians of the Galaxy coming up. They have the one with the Angelina Jolie's gonna come up in one of them.
What?
Yeah,
I didn't catch up. What?
Oh yeah, she's gonna be in one of the Elementals or something like that. She's gonna come up in that one. There's so many like movies coming up. The Fantastic Four is gonna be included back into it. It's just like Kevin Feige is one of the greatest producers of all time. Whatever, he's dope. Sponsor us, Kevin Feige. I'm just saying, MCU is gonna have a really good universe. It's insane. Star Wars is also gonna have a good universe, I think. It just, you know,
the Star Wars stuff is like the movie stuff. I'm always like,
but
like,
they're also gonna do TV shows too. Like, what's his name from Rogue One is having his own television series. I mean, Ashoka is having her own TV series. Boba Fett is having his own TV series.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, like the Han Solo movie, like for a few years ago, like it wasn't like that tight.
So
it's kind of boring.
A quick take on that. I think it's a terrible movie. It could be a fantastic series. Like if you make a Han Solo TV series, I would actually be like, okay, I can actually fuck with this.
I don't know. It was also hard for me to like the actor who was playing young Han Solo. Like I was like, this is not a good fit.
Sure, but that ending was amazing to that movie. You not remember?
I already forgot. Like
she like they were all under like Darth Maul, like the girl who played God, what's her name? Emily Clark's character.
Okay.
She was aligned with Darth Maul.
I vaguely remember that.
Okay. So if you've seen the Clone Wars series,
yes, I did not.
Darth Maul comes back. He's half cyborg, right? Half his body's cut off from episode 1. Yeah, so he comes back. So he's still relevant to the story post Clone Wars. He has his own group, and Emily Clark's character is like associated with his group. That's it.
It's very anticlimactic. Yeah,
right.
I was like, I barely remember it.
It is like anticlimactic, but what the Solo series, the Solo movie was supposed to do was to like lead into like potential series with like that character and maybe Han Solo, young Han Solo. Like you could tell like they were trying to make the Solo movie into like a 3-part series. But if they made into a movie into like a, I don't know, like a Mandalorian kind of series, I would be like, makes more sense. Definitely makes more sense.
Yeah,
there's definitely content for that. Like movies are great, but I'm really digging the TV series right now. Like, could you imagine what they could do with the Solo series? They could see how Lando meets like his crew, how he gets to where he is, and like the Cloud City.
Yeah, that would have been a better fucking movie.
Right. It's just
or better fucking storyline.
Yeah, exactly. Or it could have been like they could have included how this is from Shadows of the Empire, but they could have talked about how Han Solo met, I'm gonna nerd out, sorry, my bad. How Han Solo met Dash Rendar. And like Dash Rendar was like a rival to Han Solo, and like his outsider. Why do I still know the fucking the crafts? Yeah, so Dash Rendar's craft was called the Outsider, and it would rival the Millennium Falcon, and they would always like go against each other, kind of thing. I don't fucking know why.
Very fucking like, wow.
It's hella nerdy, but
wow,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah. So if they do Shadows of the Empire, god damn, that would be such a good TV series to do.
That would be.
It would be a really good TV series to do.
Really play the game. I thought it was
the N64 game.
Yeah, because I didn't play it, but I knew it existed, but I didn't fuck with it because I was like, this isn't canon. I don't want to.
But it's so fucking
I'm not playing it because it's not canon.
I didn't play the game because I didn't have N64, but I know the story plot. I don't know why. I'm a huge fucking nerd. That's why. God damn. God damn. I even read the Admiral Thawne series in like elementary school. God damn, I'm a fucking nerd. What I'm saying essentially is that Disney set up to have endless TV and movie content. It's insane. All the other streaming services are starting to line up their cards together. Like you have HBO, they can kill it. They really could kill it with not only with Game of Thrones, but they have so many good TV series. Like what, they're doing The Sopranos again.
They're doing The Sopranos?
They're doing a prequel to Sopranos.
The fuck?
Yeah. And then they also have I think they're doing a reboot of Sex and the City. Is that HBO?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then if they really want to, they could do Lovecraft County, but that first season, man, I really couldn't get into it. I tried so hard.
Lovecraft Country.
Or yeah, Lovecraft Country, which I really tried because I love Lovecraft stuff. I really, really love Lovecraft stuff, but yeah, no. Missed opportunity. But HBO is good at making really good content, so I think going forward, it's gonna be really HBO and Disney, not rivals, but they're just gonna keep throwing out good shit. Like that's what's so interesting about the streaming universe is that it's not really competition. It's just putting out interesting stories and keeping everyone entertained, kind of thing. Because I mean, Netflix is still killing it too, but yeah, like it's just you have 3 universes, and it's like, well, I better subscribe to all 3 because all 3 have great content. And I know Apple's trying to get into it too. So,
Apple's the weak link.
but they have good shows.
The writings, yeah, it is. They don't have too many, and then Hulu I think is the weakest link because Hulu doesn't have like too many like of their own shit.
And Amazon's trying.
Well,
Is it the Marvelous Mrs. Marvel or something like that? Is like their best show.
Yeah, there's like nothing.
I'm really trying to watch the Tom Clancy one.
Oh, the Jack Ryan one?
Yeah, I'm really trying just because I'm a huge like Jack Ryan fan.
I was like, oh, you're a huge Jim from The Office fan?
No, I watched A Hunt for a Red October. I've seen Clear and Present Danger. Like, I just love the Jack Ryan series. God, don't get me started. Yes, I like Rainbow Six too.
This is fucking nerding out.
I am hella nerding out. Yeah, but this is good.
This is the JV Nerd Out show.
Yeah, but see, I'm not talking about anime stuff. It's just
it's all good.
It's all good. See, this is what I love to talk about. I love nerding out about like relevant culture stuff.
Yeah,
like, and I'm not even talking about VTubers and anime culture too. This is just like stuff I like to nerd out about.
It's a vibe, man.
And the vibe. So, I know this is gonna be like a really surprise topic that you didn't plan for, but I kind of want to talk about. I know we talked about it in previous podcasts, but so I'm just so curious about fashion going forward.
Okay.
Just because like every time I'm on Hypebeast and like other like websites like that, I'm just wondering where the direction of fashion is going. Like I'm really trying to like understand like Bobby Hunter's vision of like street fashion is never gonna die, and like to some, at the heart of his statement, I believe in that. I believe street fashion's never gonna die, just because I believe there's always gonna be a difference between like luxury fashion and like street fashion, right?
Mm-hmm.
But do you think it's going to evolve past like t-shirts, fitted hats, and sneakers and nice jeans? Only reason why I say this is because will.i.am just design a fucking crazy ass face mask with Honeywell that has noise canceling headphones and is powered by a USB-C. Razer just developed an RGB fucking face mask, and I have no idea where fucking culture's going with these new face mask protocols right now. I'm just like, are we turning to South Korea, but even worse? This is great. I'm gonna walk around with like an RGB, like, it's red, blue, green, turquoise. What's up, dog?
Street culture is going to just mimic video game culture. Like the goal, I think, from going forward is
okay.
I don't know, say the goal of fashion, but I think street fashion, because it's the way that we are in like a fashion cycle and shit right now. I think whatever is on as available as a skin is what's going to dictate is in real life in the streets.
Sure. I
think
still don't
dressing like your avatar versus avatar dressing, you made your avatar dress like you. That's where we're going to be at.
Any video game references you're kind of making? I'm just curious because fucking Fortnite has stonks, man, and I'm just like, why? But yeah, go on.
No, because I mean, like, okay, just like how we talked about NFTs a little bit, and how like, if you let's say you buy a digital version of like a pair of Jordans, like for your all your like for your Fortnite, for your Overwatch, for fucking Call of Duty,
sure,
and you want to have so right now it's you still kind of want to have your digital version of yourself or the digital styling of you, or rather the real life version of you digitally styled. I think in the future, within the next 5 to 10 years, we're going to get to a point where what you see right now on skins or what's available for skins, I think that's where real life is going to take more from digital, from digital spaces, from the the visual designers who create skins, who create characters and all that shit, that they're going to be the ones pushing culture, because the kids now are going to start taking the things from digital, take things from the 90s and the 2000s, and that's what's going to be street culture.
Checkered Vans, y'all. Checkered Vans are coming back.
No, just think about it. Like, okay, so right now, like we're 2021.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, we are like the middle school versions, like the glam version of middle school for us. Like that's what every cool Gen Zer is.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody on TikTok is dressed like how we were in middle school.
Yeah.
So within 5 to 10 years, it's going to be how we dressed in high school and a little bit past college.
So are you saying
So all over print's going to come back.
Team Naka's coming back? Asian Gears is coming back.
It's going to be like unironic shit, like, or it's going to be ironic, unironic shit, right?
So Eurotrans fashion is coming back.
Yes.
DDR music fashion is coming back.
Yeah, because that's based like that shit isn't in the video games. So the video games is going to be like you said, like how I'm gonna tie this shit all up together. Like it's going to start driving culture, video gaming.
Sure. Interesting.
Dressing like the raccoon in fucking Animal Crossing. Like that's
Tom Nook, everybody.
I'm telling you, man. Like that's where it's gonna be. I think that's why street culture is gonna be in this weird space because video games is gonna be at the forefront of it.
I'm gonna agree. I think video games are at the forefront of like culture going forward.
It's gonna be really fucking weird for anyone above the age of 40.
Yeah, that's gonna be our fucking boomer moments where we're like,
it's like, yo, why does that person look like that VTuber? Like, oh shit, like in real life, like Gothic Lolita might fucking be more a thing here. Like,
please say that.
You know,
please say that. Please say that. I am gonna.
You know, it took you like 30 years from Gothic Lolita in Harajuku to get here.
Oh god.
I mean, like Gwen Stefani tried to bring that shit here like in 2003, 2005.
Mm-hmm.
So
and then she joined a band called No Doubt. Oh my god, this band is so sick.
Yeah, so I mean, we're getting to a point where, yeah, Japan's gonna be hot again, or like I don't know, maybe J-pop comes back instead of K-pop, it's J-pop.
I hope not.
Who knows, dude? I don't know.
Culture is going to be really different because it is going to be inspired by Japanese gaming culture. It is going to be inspired by Chinese gaming culture too. It's just as the new generations come forward, like. It was so funny because one of my coworkers has I guess a security camera monitoring her kid while she's doing Zoom classes. Like she caught her. She's like, she's watching this Japanese cartoon. Is this safe? I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. It could be safe because I'm not sure what the cartoon is. She's like, it's on Netflix. I'm like, oh yeah, she's totally fine then. But then like knowing that they're gonna, it's just. I was talking about this on another podcast, but it's like it's just becoming a norm. There's just going to be a blend of like different cultures together to the point where it's just all, I don't know, maybe as Russell Peters, but like just everything's gonna be beige. Just there's gonna like you see this already with rappers like Denzel Curry, and like you saw this with like actors and NFL players. They all love Dragon Ball Z and shit like that. Like it's just part of their vernacular, and it's just so normal for them to be someone who loves hip hop, loves watching. God, don't remind me about the fucking Naruto thing that you posted. But it's just a weird confluence of events that are finally happening that we've been talking about for so many years, that Takashi Murakami has been talking about so many years, even with like Kanye West coming out and stuff like that. Like that was all the beginning. Now that we're seeing the normalization of it, it's just gonna, this is the new norm. And then now we gotta figure out what comes next. So I'm kind of excited about what comes next, because we're gonna have our boomer moments where we're just gonna be like, the fuck are these kids wearing?
Like, I don't get it. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
gonna
I
be
don't
a
get
point
it.
when like some version of like Gothic Lolita comes to like the States. I'm like, okay. I mean, I guess that was like 30 years in the making.
We're primed for it. You and me are primed for it. People aren't
I'm
going to be
like-
primed for it.
Because they're like, oh shit, are people cosplaying but in real life?
Yeah, that's. I mean, like I said, I'm primed for it. I don't. So my youngest nephew is 2 years old right now. I'm not gonna be shocked by like my current nephews, like the ones that are in high school right now.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be shocked by their like cultural upbringings and stuff like that. I'm like, be like, that's pretty cool. I don't understand TikTok, but I kind of get the frame of reference. It's just like my nephew who's like 2 years old right now, or like your kid, or Raf's kid, everyone's kid, like our homies' kids right now. I want to know what their generation's culture could be about because I can't make any predictions about that far ahead. Like we've been right. You and I have been right for like a lot of stuff for like the past 10, 15 years already. Like we kind of like, yeah, it's not shocking to us.
Yeah.
I've seen it coming. Yeah.
Yeah.
Culture's gonna be nuts.
Culture is going to be nuts. I'll say this, I guess, to tie this off.
Mhm.
I think by the time Amelia gets to be a teenager, I mean, that's
Gothic
what.
Lolita.
Let's see, 2033. That's minus 20 years. So that's like in the middle of our 20s. Shit, man. That's like 2014, 2000. Like, well, I don't even remember what I was wearing. Was like, is this still like graphic tees? And now I don't know. I feel kind of lame. I'm like, I don't remember what I was wearing in 2013. H&M. I don't. So I don't know. So yeah, it's gonna be a vibe. I don't know. Fucking know, man.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe I won't have any of these drawings and paintings anymore.
Because you're gonna fucking sell them shits as NFTs, gang. Get that money.
No, these artists can sell their NFTs, man. Oh God.
This guy.
Anyways, wrap this shit up.
We're gonna wrap this shit up. All right. We will see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We just did a fucking culture podcast this time. Not too much going on.
Yeah.
Take care of yourselves, y'all.
Get your shots. Take care of yourselves. Wear a mask.
Like, subscribe, share with your friend. We gotta grow this shit. We just talked about this. We just gotta fucking grow it.
Mm-hmm.
It's time. We've been doing this shit for like 3-4 years. We just gotta grow it past our like 10 people.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
That's what's up. You can catch us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher.
Anywhere you can listen to podcasts, that's where we're at.
Yeah, we're on 7 to 9 different platforms right now. So yeah, pretty sure you can or you can even actually go to our website, difficulttoplease.com.
You know the fucking vibes.
What it is. You know what it is. Everyone's trying to get some clear sunglasses glasses as if he's got LASIKs. I see your glasses right now. You're not wearing thick frames anymore.
And these are Warbies. I had to get new glasses because my old shit's scratched out. I was like, I can't see shit.
Yeah, Warby Power Records is about to go public soon. Anyways, yeah. Stonks, get your BATs.
No financial advice.
No financial advice. Get your bats. Just kidding. To the moon.
Fucking play the outro. Let's go.